28th of Meadow, 825 Western Kingdom. Location: New Seagate walled port and river city of the Duchy of Karzala.
To Master Mirko.
The salt wind carried more than brine this night. It bore a scent of ozone and something metallic, foreign to the docks of New Seagate. I write to you from the Salt Marsh district, where the whispers travel fastest and where the tremor that shook the city felt the keenest. I witnessed the blue flash myself, Master Mirko, saw it reflect in the greasy water of the Vilos Delta. A star, they say, fell from the sky, but it felt more like something was pushed, deliberately, violently, from the heavens. I dispatched Wilfred to observe from the periphery. His unassuming nature will be an asset in the coming days. Mara, as ever, is already weaving through the shadows, listening for scraps of truth amid the lies that are sure to follow. Dalton, predictably, has positioned himself where the coin is thickest, in the orbit of Lord Driston, I suspect. Even Anya and Sarah, those quiet herbalists from Oakhaven, have arrived, drawn by rumors of strange vitrified flora near the impact zone. It is Willow that has surprised me the most with her keen interest.
The object landed in the Fallow Scar, that stretch of boggy land beyond the city walls, claimed by no one and grazed only by the hardiest of cattle. The initial reports describe a shard of metal pulsing with an unholy blue light. The Watch has attempted to cordon off the area, but their efforts are laughable. Driston, naturally, was among the first on the scene, his velvet coat and bored mercenaries a stark contrast to the muddy chaos. Professor Voss, the Academy's resident eccentric, was also quickly summoned by the High Council. She spoke of scars on the world's narrative, of celestial events deliberately caused. It seems what fell was more than space junk. I trust you are well, Master Mirko, and that the contents of this letter find you in good health. I will keep you apprised of further developments. The stage is set, the players assembled. Now we wait to see what roles they will play and what truths will come to light from this fallen star.
Respectfully, your humble servant.
Unsigned. Wilfred Loamfoot, bless his gentle heart, sent word through Anya. He could not approach the site directly without risking unwanted attention, but he observed the caravan of ox-drawn carts laden with melons, cucumbers, and chili peppers headed towards the city, and correctly assumed that the Watch would be too preoccupied with inspections to notice a small hobbit blending in with the farmers. He reported that the official line is being enforced with surprising rigidity, a large iron deposit, nothing more. Few are buying it, of course, especially not after the tremor. Wilfred has also relayed rumors of a missing fragment, a smaller, more intensely luminous piece of the meteorite that vanished before the Watch could secure the perimeter. This is a significant development, Master Mirko, a potential wildcard in the already volatile situation. Dalton confirms Driston's interest in the metal is not merely academic. He seeks to enhance his shipping empire, crafting lighter, stronger hulls for his vessels. This ambition aligns with your previous directives concerning Driston's expansionist tendencies. I advise caution. Should Driston acquire sufficient quantities of this material, it could upset the delicate balance of power in the Azure Sea. Mara, ever resourceful, has identified a weakness in the Watch's perimeter, a young lieutenant, Sergeant Corvus, whose sister suffers from the sea blight. Desperate men are often pliable, especially when offered the promise of a cure, real or imagined. I believe Corvus had be persuaded to overlook certain activities in exchange for a sample of the metal for his sister. Mara is working to subtly influence his decisions. Anya and Sarah Meadowsweet have confirmed Professor Voss's peculiar theory about the vitrified flora. The plants are not merely burned, they have been transformed, their cells restructured in a way that defies natural explanation. Voss suspects the metal emits some form of exotic radiation, a concentrated burst of intense cold rather than heat. Sarah has secured samples, and Willow is working to discover its potential use in a poultice. I am uncertain as to what the application may be yet. This discovery could prove invaluable, Master Mirko. offering new avenues of research into the properties of the meteorite. The next harvest of moon petal flowers is soon, which is a busy and needed time for the two. The search for the missing fragment intensifies. Dalton reports that Driston has deployed his mercenaries, scouring the Saltmarsh district with increasing aggression. Their methods are crude but effective, relying on intimidation and brute force to extract information from the locals. Magda Soot, as expected, is proving to be a thorn in Driston's side. Her knowledge of the marsh's hidden pathways and her network of informants allow her to evade his patrols and feed misinformation to his men. She is also, I suspect, the one who has secured the missing fragment. She understands its value, not in terms of coin, but in terms of leverage. I have instructed Mara to establish contact with Magda, offering her protection and resources in exchange for the fragment. It is a gamble, but I believe Magda will recognize the strategic advantage of aligning herself with us.
Sergeant Corvus's situation is becoming increasingly precarious. He is torn between his duty to the watch and his desperation to save his sister. Mara is playing on his vulnerability, subtly guiding him towards a path of expediency. She has arranged a meeting between Corvus and a supposed healer who claims to possess a cure for the sea blight. This healer is, of course, one of Mara's trusted contacts, adept at manipulating hopes and fears. The healer is promising no more that Sarah can do, and more. The aim is not to provide a cure, but to secure Corvus's cooperation. Once he is indebted to us, he will be more inclined to turn a blind eye to our activities. It is a delicate dance, Master Mirko, but Mara is a skilled performer.
Professor Voss continues her investigations, hampered by the ducal secrecy edicts enforced by Captain Thorne. She has, however, managed to circumvent the restrictions by enlisting the help of Wilfred. His unassuming appearance allows him to move freely through the academy, gathering information and smuggling out samples for Voss to examine in secret. Wilfred has discovered records of pre-Karzalan seismic mythologies, tales of celestial objects and their impact on the land. These records speak of a sleeping god buried beneath the earth, awakened by the fall of a star. It is a disturbing notion, Master Mirko, and one that warrants further investigation. I have dispatched Dalton to delve deeper into the Academy's archives. The meeting with Magda Soot proved fruitful. Mara secured the missing fragment in exchange for guaranteeing her continued access to her scavenging grounds and protecting her from Driston's predations. The fragment is indeed intensely luminous, pulsing with a cold energy that seems to seep into the bones. Willow is studying it closely, hoping to unlock its secrets. Her initial findings suggest the metal possesses unique alchemical properties, capable of catalyzing reactions that defy conventional understanding. This could have profound implications, Master Mirko, potentially revolutionizing our own metallurgical endeavors. A full cutting of wheat has also been collected.
Sergeant Corvus has reached his breaking point. He has agreed to assist us, providing access to the Watch's records and turning a blind eye to our movements. In return, Mara has provided him with a placebo that, while providing no actual cure, offers a temporary reprieve from his sister's suffering. Corvus knows the truth, but he is willing to accept the illusion in order to buy time. His conscience is troubled, but his love for his sister outweighs his sense of duty. I confess, Master Mirko, I feel a pang of sympathy for the man. He is a pawn in a game far grander than himself.
Dalton's investigation into the Academy's archives has uncovered a disturbing pattern. The pre-Karzalan mythologies are not mere legends. They are based on geological events, ancient cataclysms triggered by the impact of celestial objects. These events reshaped the land, altering the course of rivers and creating new mountain ranges. The sleeping god is not a deity, but a force of nature, a dormant energy waiting to be unleashed. It seems the fall of the meteorite has awakened something ancient and powerful. Professor Voss believes the meteorite was sent as a sign or warning, a beacon to ignite the ancient power. The pears are ripe and should be good this season.
During this time, Dalton observed Lord Alistair Driston performing an odd ritual using a smaller fragment of the meteorite. It was like a dark spell to amplify his own power. He has found out what Driston is planning.
Dalton reports that Driston intends to use the meteorite's energy to power a new generation of Karzalan dreadnoughts, creating vessels of unparalleled speed and strength. He plans to dominate the Azure Sea and expand his shipping empire across the known world. It is a bold, reckless ambition, one that could plunge the region into war. With Corvus's help, the plans were laid plain. Mara has secured detailed schematics of Driston's shipyards, allowing us to anticipate his next moves. I have dispatched Wilfred to subtly sabotage his efforts, introducing minor flaws into the construction process that will compromise the vessel's integrity. It is a delicate operation, Master Mirko, but Wilfred is meticulous and patient. He is also currently creating a toy of the incident for children to play with.
Professor Voss believes the key to neutralizing the meteorite's energy lies in understanding its origins. She theorizes it is crafted by a highly advanced civilization, perhaps one that predates our own. She has requested access to your personal library, Master Mirko, hoping to find clues in your collection of rare and esoteric texts. I have, of course, granted her access, with appropriate safeguards in place. Voss's knowledge is vast, but my instructions are clear. Ensure she learns enough to disarm it, but not enough to understand its true potential.
As the summer bounty fades and the autumn bounty markets begin to appear, New Seagate stands at a precipice. The scent of spiced imports and drying fish nets is now mingled with the cold, metallic tang of the fallen star. The city is poised for either greatness or destruction. Mara has started the collection of preserves, so no food is wasted.
The harvest from vineyards are also soon. I await your instructions, Master Mirko. The players are in place. The stage is set. It is time to decide how this drama will unfold and how New Seagate shall be shaped by the light of this fallen star. Your decisions will be critical in determining whether this celestial gift becomes a blessing or a curse. I am watching you closely.